He's heating up.
The pool party is officially canceled in Golden State. Got Jordan Poole up out of there. Everybody was talking about it, you know, coming up this summer. Draymond punched Jordan Poole in the face, how they was going to deal with it in the season, how they was going to deal with it at the end of the season. Now we see, got Jordan Poole up out of there. And he was the only one that had issues with Poole. You had Clay. It was kind of like that Rajon Rondo, Ray Allen. You know, that dynamic didn't really play well on the court together. Clashed a lot. Rondo started coming to his own, so they went head to head a little more. Same thing. No chemistry. Not really getting as many touches as he wanted. Klay Thompson not getting the same shots he was always accustomed to getting. And then you have the issues with Steph Curry. I mean, Steph got ejected for cussing out Jordan Poole. The ref started was directed at them, gave Steph the boot. Luckily, Poole came in the game, put on a show to end the game. Steph met him in the hallway. Playoffs. Draymond's trying to talk to Jordan. Jordan shoves him off. Steph backs up Draymond, gets in his face, and then daps up Draymond after that. Steve Kerr, same thing. Issues with Jordan Poole. A lot of times throughout the playoffs, Jordan Poole got benched. And when normally it would be a situation where you have Poole, Draymond, Steph, Clay, and Wiggins on the court together, they put Looney in there instead because Jordan wasn't giving them anything. So a lot of things played a role in him getting the boot. Now, the confusion for me is, why not try to go after Bradley Beal versus waiting for them to have a deal done and go after Chris Paul? That's the part that's confusing for me, because you cancel a pool party, now you got to build a nursing home for CP3. Phoenix gets Bradley Beal, Isaiah Todd, Jordan Goodwin. Washington gets Chris Paul, Landry Shamet, cash, 6 second-round picks, 4 first-round swaps, and then they send Chris Paul to Golden State for Jordan Poole. You lose Bradley Beal, you lose Kristaps Porzingis, we'll get to that in a minute, and you're potentially going to lose Kyle Kuzma, and the only thing that you really got out of that ordeal is Jordan Poole, cash, 6 second-round picks, 4 first-round swaps, because Landry Shamet can't buy minutes anywhere he's been in the league. So this has got to be the worst fire sale I've ever seen of any team that's trying to rebuild and, you know, start anew. If I'm trading away Bradley Beal, you got to give me something of the magnitude of a Jaylen Brown, you know, somebody like that that's already a cornerstone piece to say, all right, we've seen him in the league for a couple years now. He can lead his own team. You know, he can put up 25 to 30 on any given night. That's what I would like to see them get in return, not Jordan Poole and a bunch of second-round picks. I mean, I feel like everybody's going after second-round picks since Nikola Jokic got a championship and MVPs. But whatever. Now, NBA draft. Victor Wembanyama, Brandon Miller, Scoot Henderson. Those are the the first 3 picks. Victor goes to San Antonio. Brandon goes to the Hornets, and Scoot Henderson goes to Portland. The reason why I like the pick for Charlotte is Charlotte already has their guy. All right, San Antonio didn't have their guy, and Portland doesn't know what Damian Lillard is going to do, so they had to get somebody else that could potentially in the future be their guy. Brandon Miller at the second pick is a good pick because he's a piece. All right, he's a piece to the puzzle. He doesn't have to go out, get 25 to 30, be an all-star player, you know, be a superstar, you know, be an MVP candidate. They already have that guy, LaMelo Ball. Then you already have a secondary option, Miles Bridges. And then you also have PJ Washington. You know, you have some nice pieces in place already. You need another piece. You don't need another the guy. Okay. And then also, let's not talk, you know, forget about Terry Rozier being there. What's he's going to look like going forward? Is he going to get moved? Is he going to get traded? Gordon Hayward, is he going to get moved or traded? So you needed another young piece. All right. I like that for the Charlotte Hornets. I don't like it for Portland because Damian Lillard is still there. Either you keep Dame or you keep the pick. That should have been the options that were on the table. It's not keep Dame and the pick and see what we can do, because he already made it very clear. I don't know how many times he had to say it. I don't want to play with a bunch of young guys and have to wait for everybody to develop and come along. So Scoot Henderson has a lot of pressure on him to come in and be a superstar caliber player. All right. The confusing thing why Dame is still in Portland is Bradley Beal kind of had it worked out a little bit different for himself. Bradley Beal got a no trade clause to say, you know what, I want to show you guys I'm committed. I want to show you guys that I'm here to stay for the long haul. I want to get my money, but I still want to play basketball here for this city. It was kind of like an evil genius move, because he was going to wait for the right time for the Wizards to say, okay, look, we're going to just scrap it. We're going to rebuild now. Where do you want to go? Bradley Beal had his pick of the litter. got up out of there, not the bad guy. Franchise was moving on and he had to go. He didn't really have a choice outside of the no trade clause, giving him his options of the teams that he wanted to go to. Now, the difference with Dame is he's playing defense. I want to be here. Oh, these are the teams that I'll actually go to. I'm not going to request a trade, but Miami and Brooklyn looks kind of nice. I don't want to play with young guys, but I'm here for the city. I'm committed. I'm loyal and all these other things. He's on the fence and he's causing problems for himself and the organization. If you want to go, just go. Let's talk about Memphis getting Marcus Smart in the deal that sent Kristaps Porzingis to Boston. I don't like that for Boston because their issue was never size and it was never three-point shooting. Those are the two things you basically get with Kristaps Porzingis, and it certainly wasn't defense, all right, for that team. He's a decent shot blocker, but he's not, you know, on the same level as Robert Williams as far as rim protection, but he's a decent shot blocker. My biggest problem is this is you lose probably the most mentally tough guy on your entire roster. He was the de facto leader of that team, and you lose him. You no longer have that general on the court, so to speak, from the perspective of he's going to be your mental leader. He's going to keep everybody locked in. He's going to keep everybody on the same page, calm, cool, and collected. You lose that. You send him in Memphis, where not only does he bring the toughness of a, you know, Dylan Brooks that you had, but he also brings veteran leadership, an actual defensive stopper. So I like that for Memphis, but I hate it for Boston. Miami, you got to figure a way out to add, you know, figure out a way to add somebody to your team. You need length, you need size, you need defense to back up Bam, you need another scorer to go along Jimmy, Tyler. You need a lot of guys that can contribute right now, and you don't have that on your roster because, listen, I get it. You have faith in his team, but they were not supposed to end up in the NBA Finals. They were not supposed to be there. They got there because they hit their stride and they started playing phenomenal basketball. Lightning does not strike twice. You have got to go get somebody that is of the caliber of a Jimmy Butler that can help this team get back to the promised land and actually finish the job this time. Get this video a like, subscribe to the channel. That's one more for the good guys. We out.
He's heating up.